Today, we want to share two stories from the underserved sectors. First, we have Mang Ernie. Mang Ernie is a fishbowl vendor in the busy streets of Quezon City who earns 700 pesos a day. With the hopes of escaping poverty, he occasionally spends 75 pesos from his daily earnings to participate in the lottery, since his co-street vendors do it as well. Next, we have Aling Linda. She sells Tupperware as a source of income for her family. Since her income is unfortunately just enough to meet their daily expenses, she barely has any savings in case of emergencies. In the hopes of growing their money, her retired husband plays mahjong regularly. So what do they all have in common? Most underserved Filipinos lack the willingness to save. They have no bank accounts and are uneducated financially. On top of that, their gambling addiction further damages their finances. BSP revealed that only 4 out of 10 Filipinos have savings. Out of those 4, only 32% put their savings in banks. They have no savings in case of emergencies like disasters or hospitalizations, especially during this time. Next, SWS revealed that 53% adult Filipinos have at least one gambling activity. 37.7% of that is lotos, and the rest are illegal gambling like hueteng, card games, and mahjong. PCSO tried to replace this with small town lottery with the objective of eradicating illegal gambling, but its suspension may lead gamblers back to their illegal ways.
What if we could tackle all these problems? The problem of underserved Filipinos like Aling Linda and Mang Ernie having no savings is alarming. But can we blame them for their bad practices when it is against human nature to adopt healthy habits? Bad habits such as gambling, which offer instant gratification, make saving less appealing, despite being the safer and better habit. Now, what if we make saving money more enticing and turn it into a no risk lottery game? Want to know how? Meet Piggo, where saving is made fun. Piggo is a prize linked savings mobile application featuring a base interest rate, just like any savings account, but with a no risk lottery system. This solution plays with human psychology, allowing Filipinos to save more and divert their gambling addiction into financial literacy, which will benefit them in the long run. The idea is to reinforce the habit of saving by adding the lottery mechanic to ease the transition of gambling habits into good ones.
So, what else does Pigo offer? Users sign up to make a savings account with no minimum maintaining balance. They get free lottery tickets for every 10 pesos in their account on a weekly basis in order to get a chance to win up to 4 million pesos. The money is saved in their account and not used to buy a ticket so that Mang Ernie can keep playing without losing profit. So, if you don't pay for a ticket, where does the prize come from? Well, high interest from the money saved in accounts are pulled together, a portion of which is given to the winners of the lottery. The rest is split among the users. Prize insurance will be availed should the money exceed the pooled interest. So, Pigo is made more accessible with verification and notifications sent via email and text message to accommodate those with poor internet connection. Lastly, we offer a free ticket for a good for 1 week to those who can answer correctly the question of the day, giving incentive for people like Aling Linda to continue learning about saving. So this is what the app will look like for Android. We plan it to be a React Native app run on AWS services, namely S3 buckets for images, PostgreSQL on Aurora for database, and Amplify and AppSync for deployment and hosting, and a few other services. So a similar application in America called Yoda has shown success in making the lottery or prize link savings more known, highlighting its game-like features over the traditional bank setting of prize link savings. This type of saving has been in the UK since 1956 under the name of premium bonds. It's been successful even without the extra step of highlighting the game-like features. Over 30% of the population has an active account.
In the status quo, Filipinos, just like Mang Ernie and Aling Linda, are struggling in adopting healthy habits, financial habits. And there's obviously that gap among the underserved access to financial literacy. That's why we wish to bridge that gap with Pigo, the application that aims to spark change on how the underserved Filipinos value savings and their finances. Moreover, Pigo, or through Pigo, banks will get more access to money since the money of the application is linked directly to the partnered bank. Users will also have a chance to win big money on a weekly basis. Users will also learn the financial basics, such as how to save through a reward system, which was stated earlier. Now, Pigo is not just your ordinary savings account. We want to bring behavioral change to society in the way people view saving through gamification. For underserved Filipinos to be exposed in handling finances and banking in general, since the app is low literate friendly. Users can select their preferred language or dialect so that they can learn the basic financial skills more easily. Users can win also big money by saving more money. Technological advancement is also key in driving our purpose into reality, which is why there's an AI based tracking system on how much a user has saved and will be able to save based on the trends. So, accessibility, convenience, education, and technological advancement are our drivers in making Pigo a success for the underserved Filipinos. We want Mang Ernie and Aling Linda to have fun, to learn, to understand, and to enjoy the financial services that we will offer. The deployment of the app using AWS will cost an estimated 1,700 pesos a month with a one-time fee of 25 US dollars for the Google Play Store. 700 pesos will be allotted or needed for the S3 buckets and database, while 1,000 pesos will cover the API, the server, and the other updates. The estimation for these costs was based on research of the available services of Amazon and other companies. However, these costs may still subject to change upon review and evaluation of a more secure and cheaper backend services for the application.
We have plans for partnerships with making Pigo accessible to everyone, such as the use of PesoNet and InstaPay. We also want to partner with a PDIC insured bank where it will hold the integrity and security of the finances. For example, Land Bank, where banks will get more access to money and users will be encouraged to open accounts with the partners. The users may also continue to utilize the services of Pico's partners. Our app can be further developed by improving the overall data handling, application security, marketing, and the transaction speed. To summarize the sustainability and scalability of Pico, we'll be serving the underserved by providing them easier access to financial services, be more available and enticing to a more diverse set of users by having the app developed for other operating systems like iOS, and a website, to garner more partnerships with other companies and organizations to further develop the app by adding more features, hence making more financial services available to the users. And lastly, to promote financial education by implementing artificial intelligence powered courses within the app. So with Pigo, Mang Ernie can now save the money he supposedly uses for Lotto into the application and get a chance to win a huge prize. On the other hand, Aling Linda can now save enough money in case of emergencies and can develop better financial habits. This is the behavioral change we want to develop among the underserved Filipinos. This is Pico, saving made fun.
All right. Good job to Team Metatech with your very cute logo, Pigo. I like that. All right. Okay. Any questions from the judges? I am now opening the floor. Feel free to press the raise your hand button. I would like to compliment the matching backgrounds also. Sir Eric, go ahead po.
Hi. Interesting concept. I'm just wondering, guide me if I got this right. So the interest rate or part of the interest rate will be used to pay for the prices. Is that correct? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay. So And you're also going to give part of the interest to the person saving money, right? Is that also going to happen?
Oh, so we're gonna have a fixed rate for everyone else.
Okay. So is it like half the interest rate, market interest rate will go to the person and half to fund the prices? Do you have, I'm just curious
Um,
about the number.
At the
Is it,
moment, it is at 0.2% base interest rate for everyone. And then the lotto will be accounting for the rest,
okay, which is how much about for the
uh, about 1.8% to
1.8? Okay,
2.8%.
okay. Okay, just one question on this. So I'm not too familiar with small town lottery, no? Like the prices they give. I don't know what the amount is. How much deposit do you guys need to create the 2% interest rate that you can fund the lotto to match the prices that are given by the current small town lottery? Because that's your competition, I assume, right? You have to be just as appealing, right? Uh, for them to switch over or something close, right? Does that make sense? My question.
so we're not actually trying to replace a small town lotto. We're trying to complement it as a way to entice more users to stop illegal gambling. But at the same time, we want them to open savings accounts. So we're using lottery as a means to entice them to open a savings account. So what's gonna happen is, yeah.
Okay, so you're not competing then. You're saying this will go hand in hand. You're not taking users away from that, or I'm just curious, what is the goal really? Is it
Oh,
just
well,
part of that? Yeah.
well, to add on what Ryan said, in lottery you lose the money you bet, but with Pigo, the more you save, the more you can earn the money, and you don't really lose it. Unlike the regular lottery here in the Philippines, the money that you spent on the ticket will go to your savings account, and they have savings in case of emergencies like disasters, which is very relevant in the Philippines. We have a lot of typhoons, we have a pandemic going on, so people really need to value savings.
Okay, so is it competing or not? I just need an answer. Or are you trying to convert people, or you're not trying to convert?
We're trying to convert their bad habits into better ones.
Okay, okay, thanks. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Sir Eric. Sir Julius, go ahead, po.
Yes, thank you for the presentation. I just have two questions. The first one is, are you going to ask for service fee from the banks for the onboarding or conversion of clients who will deposit? Okay, that's number one. The second one is, when will this break even? Thank you.
Anyone? Guys, did you hear the question? Were you able to hear the question? Hello.
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
I think the first sir, could you repeat the question, po, Sir Julius?
Um, yes. The first question that I have is, because you've mentioned that you're going to partner with banks, right? So my question is, is onboarding and conversion of depositors will also be part of the revenue model? That's number one. The second is, um, do you have a break-even plan? I mean, how many years will this break even for the company itself?
All right. So for the first, yes, there's a possibility for transfer fees, but since this is just a conception stage and we'll still be needing further study, we'd like to consult more on finance and legal terms when coordinating with banks for the partnership. Um, and for the second question, um, mm, uh, same reasoning for the first. No, we don't have a clear break-even plan, but there is a chance that the the app will be self-sustaining by a year based
Okay.
on the percentage of users and winners.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think it's still a very nice concept. I mean, what you have. Congratulations. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Julius. Last question from Sir Justin. Go ahead, po.
Uh, yeah, so just would like to inform everyone that my students in social work models are also in the group, no, and we have a separate chat, and they're also trying to comment. And one of them commented that it's good that Pigo has different dialects, no, in their apps. And I also like to comment that I think it's Metatech who included a peg, no, by citing Yota as one example, no. I'm just curious. So in the lotto, you win like all every day. I mean, there's a lotto draw every day, no? So someone who's a lotto player would be expecting that. So how long would an investor in Pigo expect to receive something? And also, in order to fund that, do you have a trust fund or an investment arm who would juggle the funds so that it would cover the amount for the prices? Yeah.
Hello. Yes. So we are planning to do that, but we have no partners as of the moment, and we're planning to get price insurance for the prices that um, are too much for the interest to sustain. So we're actually looking for more mentors and more partners to support this goal. Uh, our vision of including more Filipinos uh, financially.